All right, well, today we have another new brewery that we've never done before. It's actually a somewhat um, brand new brewery, maybe brand new as far as in the last 5 years. It was opened in 2015. It's in New Jersey, in Pennsauken, New Jersey, which is right over the bridge. And we'll get into that in just a second. And this is called Double Nickel. That's the name of the brewery. And this is their Below Zero Winter Warmer Ale. This came in that case that I was talking to you about that I bought a bunch of Christmas related beers, and this one comes into us at 7.8% alcohol by volume. So we're looking for that malty sweet taste, that basically Christmas in a bottle taste that we've done in our recent reviews. So we'll see if we get that or if we get something entirely different. I'm trying to brighten the screen there. Maybe that's a little better. So this brewery, by the way, this beer is the number 121 ranked beer on Beer Advocate for this style, for the winter warmer style. So definitely not up there. So we're looking for that Christmas in a bottle taste, 5.5 to 8% ABV. This one comes into us at the high end of that, 7.8%, 35 to 50 IBUs. Got my goblet right here. We went into that earlier as well. Finally got one. So the brewery that I mentioned before is opened in 2015. And the reason it's called Double Nickel is because there's a bridge that goes from Philadelphia to New Jersey called the Tacony Palmyra Bridge, which has historically been nicknamed the Double Nickel Bridge. I guess maybe it cost 10 cents to go over at one point. Maybe that's why they called it that. Not sure. I'm from the Philly area. I guess I should know. I do not. So Drew Perry is the head brewer and co-founder. He founded it along with Bob Dulce. So those are the head honchos of Double Nickel Brewery. Not really too much else to go off of from that. I guess I would have to call those guys and say, can you give me a little backstory for my YouTube blog? And they would probably say, what? But anyway, so the beer is brewed, or released, I should say, October through February. So it's a winter ale, but it's released in the fall and right through the latter portions, I guess, of winter, right up until, before March. And the blurb is, in frigid temperatures and roaring winds, it's time to light the fire. Brewed with cinnamon and cardamom, our delicious spiced brown ale will give a new meaning to surviving below zero. So below zero. Double Nickel Brewery. Here you see the label art. This is funny because this is a local brewery, and they don't really have wide distribution, I don't believe. You can always kind of tell when they serve them in cans. The cans have like a bit of a different texture to them than your mass-produced cans. Maybe it costs a little more money to do, a little more care involved. Maybe it preserves the beer better. I don't know. So let's see what we got here as we pour her into this goblet. If we get that Christmas in a bottle look to it or not. Dark red, almost brown, pretty much brown, I would say. Yeah, very, very dark red, if not brown. Very nice head on the beer, though. Really good looking head. About a finger, maybe a little more. Very frothy. So this was bottled. Do I have a bottled on date? Sometimes you don't know. Again, we need federal laws that tell you when the beers are brewed and have them displayed at the same spot on a can or bottle. I'm going to be president someday, and that's what I'll do. Anyway, so yeah, so we see that really good looking pour. I mean, this is a great looking beer. It really is. It's getting more toward that brown, so you probably see brown on your screen. And as I look further, I definitely see brown. That's what I'm going to call it, brown, and a very, very good looking brown as well. So let's get the aroma now. Okay, definitely getting a little ginger, a little cinnamon right there. Very good smelling beer. Great smelling beer. It smells like Christmas. Really smells like Christmas. Really fresh, nutmeggy. Just very, very, very December 25th-ish. So let's get the taste now. Very good. I'll tell you what. This has a cinnamon burst to it at the front of the tongue. Definitely getting the cloven kind of a taste that you would get from a lot of winter warmers. It's definitely hugging the glass too, as you can see. Good lacing on this beer. This is excellently crafted. It does have a little bit of a bite on the back end of it that maybe doesn't quite make it as smooth as a perfect version of the style would be, but this is just a really, really great beer. And I'm not that I'm saying that I wasn't expecting much, but I was not expecting quite this level of quality. This is really up there. Great tasting beer. So the bite is there in the back of the throat, but I'm still getting that cinnamon, cardamom kind of taste. The Christmas morning sensation, if that makes any sense. I've never had beer on Christmas morning, don't get me wrong, but I could imagine this being a good sipping beer as you're opening gifts, watching the kids open gifts. So great representation of the style. I could see enjoying this through the winter, watching the snowfall as I'm tucked nicely indoors. So the total, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 for double nickel below zero, winter warmer. Great representation of the style. The only thing that it kind of lacks is the aftertaste, a little bit biting on the back of the tongue. It could have been a little bit dulled down a little bit. I don't know if that means taking the ABV down a notch or so, but I really like where this beer is, and it's really warming me as I've had a couple sips here. Great beer. Looking forward to maybe trying some more double nickel stuff. I really like the first offering I've ever had from this brewery. It's double nickel below zero winter ale, a 9 out of 10.